So we're off to Connecticut GamerCon. This is the second year in a row. We're here, Connecticut GamerCon. getTekt. We're going to cover what we can of this. The free play area. As always, you might play some more GoldenEye, even though we did horrible last time. We're going to have all kinds of gaming tournaments going on here. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm definitely going to check out. We got PlayStations hooked up, NESs, everything. Let's just join us for the fun. So it was year 2 GamerCon. We show up in Mohegan Sun. Never been to Mohegan Sun. It's a beautiful casino. But other than that, they hold this convention there, second year in a row. Absolutely amazing. Basically venue to host a convention at, because there's so many restaurants within the casino. And if you really want to gamble, you can go gamble. But I was really expecting something bigger, and it wasn't a bigger venue, but there was a lot more people, and it seemed like a lot more exhibitors there, which was really great because this thing is growing. And we just found out it's going to be growing even bigger.
So yeah, we walk in, we're like, well, we hope it's going to be better than last year. And we were surprised it was much better than the year before. There was a lot more exhibitors. The free play area was about the same, but they had more TVs and more games. They had a huge amount of laptops for competitions and stuff like that. That was crazy. So they got a lot of extra stuff this year. We were very pleased. So, how do you think he's going to do this time with 007? So every time we go to any retro convention at all, we try to find a console with GoldenEye on it. Alright, my favorite game on the Nintendo 64 next to Mario. Alright, I used to be so good at this game. I don't know what happened. I don't know if the controllers are different, but boy did Nate suck.
Okay. See, I don't know how.
You don't know how what?
Oh man.
How we played this?
How I got used to, like, I don't know.
What the hell is this?
So bad at this game.
Best controller ever, right?
Oh, it is one of the. It used to be one of the best controllers. What's weird is you can play this on emulators and you can set it up like a modern shooter, where this is not like a modern shooter with this controller.
Once again, your tag is a discord to the leader. Please visit the TO desk.
All right.
I'm about to walk
off the edge.
I got one kill at least. He said, okay. He may have said that, and yes, I was absolutely, completely failing. Yes, horribly failing. I have no idea how my younger self played GoldenEye. Although I should probably actually dig out and dust off an N64 and start playing the real way instead of with emulators. But it's, well, these aren't emulators. You can just turn on one system and play it instead of digging out my old system out of the closet and plugging that in. But it might have to be done with.
Bazinga's trying his hand at GoldenEye. See how disoriented he is. How do you change guns?
Yeah.
We will be using every automatic station for example.
Here we go. Oh, they blew something up. Oh no. Oh.
Oh, look, it's a Kirby screen. It looks good.
Oh, dun dun dun.
And that was GoldenEye.
Checking out some of the exhibitors. We got Ash. We got the Wall of Funko pops. We got a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles capsule. And then, I'm sure all of you are looking for, if you haven't checked out Ben's review, go check that out. But if you've seen the review about Szechuan sauce, well, you can get it now. $2.
Have you watched the video yet? Have you? Go to my channel and watch it. Go.
So back in October, when we went to the Retro World Expo, we bumped into Steven from Super Retro Throwback Reviews. And, you know, he seemed like a cool kid. He does podcasts, and he does have a YouTube channel. He does some reviews and stuff. And we saw him at the GamerCon. So we bumped into him, and he said hi. And he offered to, he asked us if we wanted to be on their podcast, his little podcast that he's put up. So he was doing it on the spot at the show. So we said, sure. So he interviewed us, and we talked about some things, some movies and games and stuff. And then we interviewed him. So here's the interview.
Yeah, so we first met at Retro World Expo. This is the first time we actually got to sit down and actually get like an interview with you, which is pretty cool. And you actually featured us on your podcast, which we're more than grateful for. Thank you. So what do you mainly cover on your podcast?
Well, I do it in primaries, so movie reviews is my primary, video games is my secondary, and music is my least. But Comic-Cons is my optional. I go to Comic-Cons and I cover them. I interview celebrities. Kane Hodder I interviewed. Harrison Smith, who directed Death House, I interview. And my YouTube channel is a separate entity because I do mobile movie reviews. I go to the movie opening weekend and review them. And I have a 31 Days of Horror special where every October, for 31 days, I review horror movies. I'm actually working on the sequel Mania, because last year I did the history of horror for 31 horror movies from the 20s to now, where I talked about horror movies. And this year is sequels. So 31 horror sequels, and then you're hearing it first on getTekt. Next year is Return of Sequel Mania, because you can't pick 31 horror sequels and then leave a bunch out. So,
So since you're such a horror guy, one movie I've been really checking out and can't wait to go see in the theater, and I want to get your opinion. Hereditary.
yes.
Have you seen the trailer?
I did.
So what do you think? What, are you excited for this?
I am. All the horror movies now are coming out, are looking good. Like Get Out, I was, fingers crossed, I was hoping it would have been an Oscar winner, but it wasn't. I was disappointed. But Shape of the Water got an Oscar, and that was a really good movie. Shape of the Water was fantastic, and but Get Out should have won something. Yeah. But the horror movies now, you know, there's some good points, there are bad points. I interviewed a director at CTGamerCon New England, and he directed a movie called Death House, and it's paying tribute to a horror icon who passed away. And it's starring all the horror icons for the past 30 years, and they're paying tribute to the guy who passed away.
Yeah, Kane Hodder and the guy who played Leatherface is in that as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's the one who wrote the script and passed away.
Yes, yep.
So, I interviewed the director. I interviewed Kane Hodder, who starred in the film. So it's something that I saw it twice before it even hit the theater.
Oh, wow.
So I saw a special screener the director gave me to review, and then I saw it at the world premiere at CTGamerCon in Massachusetts.
Oh wow, I'm gonna definitely have to check that out myself. We're gonna be doing a review on probably our sister channel here, Big Benoit 589. You'll see a lot of the reviews up there, so look for our review, Hereditary, and check out his podcast for the review as well. And you can find the podcast at the new Super Throwback Reviews.com.
Yep, the new Super Retro Throwback Reviews.com. And subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can check out the new and improved Super Retro Throwback Reviews, the audio files version 2.0 on Podbean, iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Spotify.
So there was like one panel there. Well, there was a few panels, but there was no listing, which was weird. I don't know. It was strange. Hopefully they improved that aspect of it. I was glad to have a panel. But the panel that we first saw was Raphael Fiera. I think that's how his name is pronounced. He was the voice of Darth Malak, which I never was completely into the game, but I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. I've read every single of the Expanded Universe books. Know everything about Darth Malak, and it was just really cool to meet this guy who was actually part of the Star Wars universe at some point and had no clue he grew up with Carrie Fisher. I was like completely blown away. This guy grew up with Carrie Fisher. Just like amazing. Really cool guy though.
You actually grew up in Los Angeles and happen to know a certain princess from planet Alderaan. You grew up with Carrie Fisher.
I did. I grew up with Carrie Fisher. And the way I grew up with Carrie Fisher was my mother and father were actors, and obviously her mother and father were actors and singers as well. Miguel was in London playing drums for my mother. Carrie was doing, you know, the first Star Wars, filming the first Star Wars, and Mark was there, and Harrison was there, and Mark and Miguel were friends, and Carrie was, I mean, so we all hung out in 1976, having no idea what this film would be or anything like that. They were just doing a movie like everybody else did. I mean, like, you know, doing a summer movie.
I wish I had some maracas to join in with the banana guy. That's right, everybody. The banana guy from Retro Expo was at the GamerCon. What a coincidence. Remember this guy?
Oh yeah, he is the life.
Yes! We're so excited to play this game. We finally got it. I'm so glad everything worked out for these guys. We're so proud of them. We saw them a year ago at the same convention, and they finally got their game out. Everybody should check it out. It's real fun. And we got to give them another interview to see how they were doing that day. Here's the interview.
So we're over here with Cheer Up Games. We gotta do a follow-up video because we've been following these guys since we first met them last year at this conference, and they've come a long way. Their game is out now, so tell us about how it's been going.
So the game is out. It's Cheer Up. It's currently available at cheerupgames.com. As you can see, we have quite the collection. They just got released this month, so we're having a good time with the launch today. Basically, everything's the same. I mean, it is the same game we played last year, and we finally kickstarted it and produced it. So we're really excited to be here. I love coming to these conventions. I always have a really good time. We're doing some fun stuff. We're raffling off some customized mugs and giving away a lot of cool stuff. So we're having a good time, but it is out.
People can purchase it on your website?
What's that?
People can purchase it as of right now?
Yeah. You can buy it right now at cheerupgames.com. You can follow us on all the social at cheerupgames as well.
Awesome. Good idea.
We just hope you can see you guys growing more and more. One brilliant idea to now success, and get to see what happens next.
And next time we'll probably come with like 15 different games, and who the hell knows? We'll figure it out.
Start somewhere.
Yeah.
Hey Q, it's day 2.
It is. But we were up late solving computer issues, because on the side we're trying to be tech geeks and repairing everybody's tech problems. But we are going to go to day 2 over at Mohegan Sun and see what it has in store.
And we have a guest.
Whoa! My God, where'd you come from? Hey! Wait, how'd I get here?
Yeah, so about the whole computer comment I made, yeah, I was up late helping one of the members of our crew rebuild 2 computers. One got running. The other one, hardware just doesn't work out the way you think it's going to work out sometimes. And that's just how it goes. It was a little bit frustrating of a night. But luckily, day 2 is coming, so the frustrations were about to go away as we enter the casino for day 2.
So I was real excited to join the crew on day 2. When I got there, it was a bigger outcome than last year. A lot more people, a lot more booths, a lot more everything. And I was planning on meeting up with my buddy Dwoalin because I know he had his crew there, and I know they're going to be streaming on the Twitch. So who knows? See what comes up.
So we're here over at the second day of GamerCon in Connecticut, and this is an artist that I saw back at Retro World Expo that I really thought we should have featured before. We saw some of your stuff on our last video, but never really got a chance to talk to you. So this is some really detailed, really precision, like 3D gamer art. So tell us a little about this and where we can get this stuff. Like,
sure. So this is VideoGameShadowBox is my shop. I make these with sprites from the games, laser cut, and raised with foam to give a 3D sort of depth to traditionally 2D scenes. And it really pops out well with pixel artwork.
yeah, I've never seen, like, I've tried to do this myself. I think I'm half as good as this. This is like really precise. I started noticing like little details like, wow, if I tried to do that with an X-Acto knife, I would be there for like days.
Yeah, there was a lot of trial and error to get it to a point where I was happy with it.
Yeah, this is awesome. So you can go ahead and buy, what's the website?
My website is VideoGameShadowBox.com. It's my Etsy shop.
Awesome. So everybody go check this out. This is something I would love to have all this on my wall, like above my computer in my game room. It's just perfect. So definitely go check out his website.
Every year, every con we go to, Bazinga stops at this booth and buys a pillow. Secretly, he is a woman in disguise, putting 10 pillows on one spot at every side, another 10 in the back, another 10 in the front. He has 20 pillows on his bed he never uses. They're just designs! God! He's gonna be like that person that has like 20 pillows on his bed and just throws them on the floor and goes to bed with nothing but 2 pillows.
Tell him to shut up. Just stop.
He's even trying to deny it. He's gonna have like 20 videos over here, like 20 pillows all over the bed, and it's gonna be like, yeah, they're for design.
These things are awesome. I don't care what he says.
So look what we were getting into. Somebody who was on our podcast, Dwoalin, also known as Chris.
Yeah.
So you recently switched to Mixer.
I did.
Since you've been on our podcast. So tell us about this experience, because I'm sure some people are questioning whether they should stay on Twitch and if they're normal streamers.
So for me, the biggest reason I switched to Mixer was more so, I guess for exposure reasons, like Twitch. I've been on Twitch for 2 years, so it's gotten really heavily saturated. And while I feel like I've made a lot of good ground on Twitch in 2 years, it's just gotten super saturated, and like the whole Ninja and Drake thing lately, which it's incredible and it's so great, but I figured that's going to bring more attention to the platform. So there's new people coming in all the time. Twitch was on CNBC, so it's getting more and more attention every day. So I think for my own personal growth, I feel like Mixer. I've been using this statistic all the time. Like when PUBG's got 50,000 viewers on Twitch, Mixer's got about 3,000 to 4,000. I think Mixer basically has about 8% of the audience that Twitch has. Like that, so it's like this is that huge of a number.
So we can find you the same name, Dwoalin, on Mixer as well.
Yep, all the YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Mixer, Twitch, everything is Dwoalin. Yeah.
So what are you going to be looking forward to see you playing on Mixer in the next coming weeks?
As soon as I get the finances, Far Cry 5 is the first thing I want to. Sea of Thieves, because if you're not getting the Gamer Pass for 2 weeks to try it, you probably should. It's free. A Way Out, which a friend of mine wants to play, because that'll be co-op only. There's I've been playing a Hunt Showdown quite a bit with a friend from Australia. That's been a lot of fun. There's a lot coming out this year. God of War, which I don't have a PlayStation console, but I'm sure I'll be playing that with a friend at some point. This will be a good year for gaming in general. So there's a lot.
So today you're here with Platinum City Gaming. Mm-hmm. So what are you guys doing? Is a team up between streamers? What's going on?
So, we initially met Van, the head of Platinum City Gaming at PAX 2016. We ran into them through a mutual friend, and Kyle, aka Dr. Eggplant. Him and I have been friends since elementary school. So he's been working with them, doing like a weekly podcast on Twitch with them, and just like, hey, you want to come on for the heck of it? And I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? So I'm more here like a guest host, so to speak, and just to help with it. Like we had some technical problems yesterday with OBS and some other stuff, so and audio. So I'm just more so here. It was like a second hand to help and be there for another hand on the controller and some commentary and stuff like that. So yeah, just here promoting the local gaming community and all that good stuff.
So check out Dwoalin over at Mixer. He's also on YouTube, on Instagram, everywhere.
Just basically every social media platform you can find, I'm more than likely there.
So go check out his channel. We definitely recommend. He does a lot of cool games that we're into, you might be into, and especially check out Mixer. We need more attention going over there so we can start competing with Twitch. Day 2, went over to the free play section, but this time I headed over to the Wii. And I was playing in Smash Bros. And in a couple seconds, we had 3 people wanting to join in and play some Smash Bros. As well. That's a game I'm still really good at. I play normally every day. Can't wait for the new one on the Switch. But it was a lot of fun. A game I actually do pretty well at. None like GoldenEye. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh.
So I finally got to sit down with Dwoalin and Platinum City Gaming, and they were streaming. They were doing this game called Nidhogg 2, and I kept on thinking, this sounds like a good time to play a game. So, they invited me to play. And I kept on playing, you know. I'm like, oh, this is pretty good. I'm like, all right, let's see how this goes. And all of a sudden I get in the game, and brother, I kept on whooping it. I whooped it so good, brother. Brother, he came down, I put the leg drop, and 1, 2, 3. That guy was down for the count. I got him down twice, and he didn't come back again, brother.
Really? How long is this game going to be? Jesus Christ.
It was a half hour. The longest game of tug of war ever.
Stage for NetHog.
Oh wow!
That's what they call it. The what is it? PAX Place. PAX Place. It's supposed to be PAX Seattle.
Venom Exile and on to key for MDCI.
My phone is ringing right in the middle of it.
Oh, he's gonna use the phone ringing, John.
No!
Ooh, oh my
I
God!
almost fell in.
You craps for your life.
Run for your life. Oh!
So one thing I've been really hoping for with the Oculus is a game that has full motion controls. We get a lot of games that are point and click move. That's fun and all for a little bit, but I want to be able to actually move around. And I know some people get sick, and I understand that, and hopefully they'll figure out a way to fix that. And these people did at Labradeck Studios. They made a game called Scraper, and through like these black lines that come across your peripheral vision just so you don't get sick as it moves. It's a brilliant way. I mean, I didn't get sick. Well, I don't normally get sick. And it was just a lot of fun. You played an AI character that was kind of like a little mech rolling around, and you're just trying to go down. It's pretty much zero tolerance, but new. Going down a skyscraper level by level, and you're taking out these other androids that are working for the humans that are trying to keep you under their control. Can't wait for the actual game to come out. It was a lot of fun, and I can't believe when I was in an elevator, I don't know how my brain made me feel this way, but I actually felt like I was in an elevator. I've never experienced that in VR. It was very new, and it was neat. I didn't get sick, luckily, which was cool, but definitely can't wait for this game to come out. Had a lot of fun. And if you don't got Oculus, get an Oculus. Q here. I'm here with
Andrew
from Labradeck Studios with a VR game that actually comes close to me, even though some people might get a little sick, but I was always hoping for a game with real motion because I always got frustrated. Tell us about this game and why you chose like full like motion.
Free motion. Okay, yeah. My name's Andrew Hurley. I'm the senior level designer for Scraper, as you can see. We actually have a book that was written as a prequel to this game, Scraper. Check it out. It's on Amazon right now. However, we decided, and by we, I mean our CEO, he had this idea, and as you mentioned, a lot of the VR games out there, they're what you call on rails. And being on rails means you have no real control over your freedom of movement in the 3D world. So what we have done is we've allowed you to do that with the Oculus Touch controllers. You can move forward, left, right, rotate with the right stick, and with that comes the challenge of VR sickness. That's a normal thing that most people experience, especially their first time in VR. And we have a couple cool strategies to help you with that. It's really common, it's known, but combining all of those elements together to allow you to mitigate that VR sickness is what we've captured. We still have some kinks to work out, but it works really well. So basically, the game starts out and you're in a pod. You basically are controlling this little person, human-sized pod. You have guns mounted on the side. You have your grips. It controls each gun. And yeah, you just move around and explore the levels that I have designed.
So what's the base storyline behind this game?
So it's set in New Austin. Essentially, these things called Humex were created, made by man, and they become self-aware. Basically, AI, self-awareness. They are sort of jaded at the humans because they haven't really treated them well. And this guy, Cypher, he was one of the first of their kind, sort of like the V3 model is what they call him. And he basically starts recruiting more robots, and he sort of builds this robot army. I don't want to give too much of it away, but he builds this army to combat the humans because he's tired of their nonsense. And that's sort of it's basically, like I said, New Austin, and it's called Scraper because the game takes place. You start at the top of a skyscraper, and as you play each level, you move down and down, doing various objectives until you complete the final floor, which is the reactor level, which is the final boss. And we're actually going to be releasing this game in episodes. So the first skyscraper is episode 1, and then you're going to move through the city to the next building, and you work through that level, and we'll have 3 episodes. So it'll be episodic release.
Awesome. So when are we going to see release?
You know, we were thinking, and we hope by the end of this year, it says coming 2018. We're definitely gonna shoot for it. I know we can do it. But you know, if you guys developers are listening, things change, things get pushed back. We're gonna definitely shoot for 2018, and yeah. So.
And where can people find this game?
Right now we're doing Oculus, but we hope to eventually, it's not hard to port up, so we can go to the Vive. Vive wouldn't be difficult. We've actually already sort of started to work with PSVR to get it on that system. So really any VR system that's out, aside from the mobile, just because it can't handle that at the moment. So
awesome. I'm definitely going to be checking out because I've been wanting full motion for a long time in VR, so hopefully we're going to do a review on our channel. And thank you for talking to us.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thanks for having the interview, and we look forward to you guys trying our game.
So while Nate was playing Scraper on VR, lucky punk, I got to talk to the PR guy from Dex Laboratories, and he decided to show me another game that they made called Dex AR. It's basically a Tamagotchi type Nintendogs type thing like they did in the past, but it's AR. It was really cool. It was pretty neat. You know, you level up and stuff, and you get like coins and tokens when you do things, and you make the dog happy. It was interesting, something cute for the people. You know, hey, what the heck? It's a $2 game. Check it out. What you got to lose?
Very happy to see this place open up and see a lot of people here. Looking forward to coming back next year. Hopefully in a bigger venue inside of Mohegan Sun, and. I'm very excited that this place was packed.
So I was very glad for the turnout that happened at the convention. They're having another convention in August. It's supposed to be like all 3 of their cons together. Terrificon, GamerCon, and another con. I don't remember what it's called, like KiddyCon or something, KidsCon. So hopefully we'll get to get footage there and go there and check that out. So can't wait to see you there.
So that was GamerCon, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this video. Really thank you for watching. We're going to PAX next. We're going to get some more footage of new games coming out in the next year, the next couple years. Hope to see you there. If you want to check out more videos of the like, look below for the links, and any links below of other people we talk to is also below. And also a link to our podcast and other things we do. Head over to getTekt.com, and don't forget, hit that subscribe button, that like button, and that bell. That bell helps out a lot. It sends a little notification right to you the next moment a video goes live, and it helps out a lot. Thanks for watching. Be sure to join us for our next video.